70s revival is what we were told to do, right? So I'm thinking to myself, the 70s are dead. They've been dead for 30 years. But long live the 70s. Here I am reviving them. I didn't want to do anything stereotypical. I didn't want to do afros and bell bottoms and disco balls. I didn't want to do, you know, what everyone else was probably going to be doing. So I revived the 70s on a daily basis. The music I listened to, the movies I watched, the TV shows that I grew up watching as a kid, you know, and reruns and whatnot. So this is a portrait of me reviving the 70s my way. And just some of the stuff that I like. And few cultural, iconic images in there that you might recognize, and that's it.
Well, I certainly appreciate your presentation of yourself. I'm not sure about the presentation of the actual work, but I do like the work. I think what you've done this week that I didn't see out of you last week was to bring the things that you wanted to bring together into something that was cohesive and at the end of the day was one thing. And you said it well, it's a portrait. I see all those different elements within there, and I think it's handled well. I definitely appreciate that you did take a different spin on this whole thing. And I like the way of thinking that you brought to the table here. Overall, I appreciate this piece, and I think that you're really showing that this is what you do really well. This is something you truly excel in, and I'd love to see more of this if you make it back next week.
Cool.
Well, Carlos, I think that you do a great job of presenting yourself, and I'm seeing you as almost more of the creative piece.
Public awareness poster for STDs.
Again!
Hey, you're giving them to me. I'm just calling it how it is.
I'm starting to think this is your own personal bias.
I'm with Kate. If I judge you for your overall presentation, I'm very pleased. If I judge the piece on its own, I'm lukewarm at best. I'm happy to see you come back to what you're good at. I think we encourage you to go out and venture into new territory. And I think that today qualifies as new territory, just because as much as a comic or comic artist likes to talk about their work, the presentation that you put forth, really that's the delivery, that is part of the artwork. And so for me, that constitutes venturing into the unknown. If I look at the piece on its own, it doesn't hold much value to me. It's a support mechanism for you. So I'm not going to sit here and nitpick the piece. I think it's fine. Overall, I'm pleased with how, you're a funny guy, and you carry yourself well, you tell a good story, and where I challenge you, assuming you're back here in 2 weeks, what I'd like to see is for you to break outside of this conventional comic book box. Personally, I would like to see that. It's just that we look for the artists to grow, and I feel that for you, there's a little bit of you're a little concerned. How am I supposed to grow here? I'm going back to what I know I'm good at because they didn't respond so well next week, and I guess this is an invitation to say, find a way to do it. Not so much maybe about your style, but in terms of this delivery. I'd be very excited to see more of that. Cool.